911. That's what time it is. I had to hit the button live early because 911. What does 911 really mean? Let us know. Let us know down below. Silly ho, gotta go. Time for the show. Don't you know? All right, let me get this set up. I saw 911, 911. I had to hit the button. I had to go live, and now I get to scramble around like a wee little monkey. Hopefully, I can get this other camera rolling here because it's so much better. So much better. Well, I guess not. Let's try this one. Let's see who we got out there. I had big plans tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Here we go. Let's do this camera. Hello. All right. Dang, you guys are quick. Ooh, the Shaggy Rifleman hits it up first. Damn, very nicely done, the Shaggy Rifleman. Well done. Chris Smith, what's going on? Daniel. Doug B. Wayne Ribbick. Mill Spec Grunts in the house in 45 auto. Man, you guys are rocking and rolling here. Texas Bullet, Carcane, TB. What's up, TB? Scott Hoffman, Abigail, Terry Freeman. All right, let's get started. No plans for tonight. I tell you what. So you saw my little stupid, the name was Winning Streak. So I just got done shooting with Matt P. You guys have seen him on X-Ring. You've seen him on my channel. Great dude, great shooter. And I kicked his booty today in darts and in ping pong. If you guys didn't know, I was a ping pong wizard back in the day. Just kidding. What's up, Jackson? Mike 21 STI. Love that. Love that name. STI. Don Curtis. Brian Duchesne. Had a surprise on the porch today. 1,500 rounds of 6.5 Grendel. Wow, that's a nice score, my friend. And we got Hit and Steel Juniors out there. Nice. You like the haircut? Look at that. Couldn't get the gray to go away, but that just means I'm a little wiser somehow. I don't know. That's the rumor anyways. Out of Bailey's, but but you still got Jameson. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. So I texted Ray the link. Texted Coda Boy the link. We'll see if they show up. For some reason, my email is not working, so normally I email them. I talked to a lot of people today. I tried to get – so the other day, 2 days ago, Ray and I played darts, and I was lucky enough to win 2 out of 3, and he's feeling the pain of losing. So he's a competitive guy, as he should be, and I was lucky enough. But I wanted to do what we're going to call a dart off. And it was going to be, we're going to play darts live. So maybe some of you guys out there, like I called Alan B. Pro, I called Val Bald and Curious, I called Daniel God as my judge. I tried calling Uncle Dan. I tried calling Chico Wise. Who the hell else did I call? Oh, this crazy Scotsman. I called Pop's Quest. I called Coda Boy 32. None of these guys have freaking dartboards. Oh, and I called Plus 5 as well. So I don't know if any of you guys have dartboards. And Jack, I just got your email today. I looked. I don't go on there a lot. Joaquin, so that I did answer your email, but not needed. That was cool. Whatever you want to do, but not needed. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. So I was like, so what do you guys think? So a lot of people play like 301. They play cricket. And I thought it'd be a good time. We'd have a camera at the dartboard. We'd have a camera throwing. And then there'd be other screens, the other guys playing. And I have an electronic board, so we could play up to quite a few people. And like say the other players threw, I don't know, a 19 and a 20 and a double 16 or something. I would hit the things on mine, and we'd be able to keep track of the score. And I thought it would be a damn good, fun idea. And none of you some bitches got dartboards that I called. So Shaggy Rifleman plays billiards. I play a little bit of pool, but I ain't very good at it. So that was kind of the plan. I was really hoping this was going to be like a whole full-on like dart off. I don't know what the hell we were going to name it, but it was going to be a lot of fun. Matt Cross, you got a dartboard? Never mind. I don't. Oh no, he doesn't have a dartboard. I didn't call you Matt Cross because I don't know your number. Let's see. Haircut looks good, Rick Milspec says. Thank you, appreciate it. The funny thing is, I went in there last haircut, not this haircut, but the one before, and he's all, are you on? I saw you and another guy on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah. So it was just funny to run into some really cool guy. His name's Matt, and the other guys in the shop. Now we talk a lot of rifle stuff, which is kind of cool. Needs to change to an STI to Stikata. Oh yeah, on his name. Yeah, they did get bought out. They did get bought out for sure. I figured I'd have some fun. I have no idea what the hell we're going to talk about, so we'll let you guys figure it out. What's up, Richard Arthur? Thomas Rowland? You guys are we got a lot of people in here so far. Let's see. Used to make money on dartboard back in the day myself. I figured you had one since you had a bar downstairs, Alan, but for some reason you don't have a dartboard. Or there's one downstairs and you obviously can't play it down there. Let's see. What do we got? 45 Auto says he can still grow hair on my shoulders. Let's see. Good evening. Let's see. Just for men, brush the gray away. You know what? I don't want to do that shit because then I'd have like, what is it called? Roots or something. So ain't nobody got time for that. I'm just glad it's still staying along. It's staying along for the ride. Let's see. Kind of fitting because my real last name is stereotypical Irish. Bathory. Abigail Bathory. Rick, did you air up your tire? I did see that Shaggy Rifleman. I think it was the way the car was sitting. I don't know. I didn't check it, honestly. I was lazy. I did see your comment, though. I went, oh, shit. I looked at the video, then I looked over at my tire. Oh, well, it looks flatter on the video than it does in real life. But you did I appreciate the safety tip for sure. Did you make him cut his hair? No, ain't nobody making him cut his hair. What's up, Doug B? Let's see. Why didn't you call me? Imagine actually getting hangovers. I actually had one beer tonight. I had Matt and I went and had dinner, and on the way here, because we were going to play darts, which he didn't like playing because he didn't do so well at. He was going to grab a beer, and I'm like, I'll grab me one. I'll have one beer. So we had one beer. Not very eventful. Yeah, L&B Pro, if you guys haven't seen Alan, they did an awesome job of basically raising a bunch of money for Justin's final mission, and they did a drink off. It was between Val Baldwin Curious and L&B Pro, and the proceeds went to Justin's final mission. So they did a good job. At the end of that chat, you were looking a little rough, Alan. You were looking a little rough there, my friend. But I can't blame you. You guys drink so much, I would have probably died of alcohol poisoning. I appreciate that, Jack. Joaquin, I bet. Hat off to you, Alan. Yeah, let's see. I played billiards. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up. Should have jumped up. Let's see. I thought my tires were fine until I started playing around with the new pressure gauge. Picked up, and I discovered my tires were underinflated by 50%. Yeah, especially if you got like the hard wall tires for sure. Levi Cummins. All right, let's see. All right, I'm caught up. Is a chat napper at Allen. Yeah, he was. I saw a picture of him. I saw one on the farm chat pictures, and then I saw one on the Crazy Scotsman. So pretty awesome. But you guys did a bang up job and a lot of money. Oh, it was I think $1,700, and then they the guys, I'm not sure exactly who, but actually pitched in as well and made like $3,000 go to Justin's final mission. So that is an amazing accomplishment by itself. You're not caught up, Jackson. Action Jackson. Why isn't it popping up? What the hell? Yeah, Texas Bullet. I was hungover from just watching that video. There's no way in hell I could have pulled even a quarter of that off. Let's see. Rest in peace, Jackson's comment. I tried. I got it up there, I think. There we go. So I got a video coming out, and you guys jump on the chats all the time. You've seen, with Eagle Eye. I took a bunch of the still pictures that he took, and then I laid them over and made a video out of them, and then did some, basically talking over the footage, and it's got some good pictures of that rifle. I haven't released it yet, but I will release it maybe tomorrow, so you guys will have that available. Ray worked on a video today. I was gonna swing over there, but it was already too late, so I said to hell with it. He's got a cool review coming out of a 22 long rifle. It's the CZ model something 455 or 475 or 457. It's a 22 long rifle trainer in a Manor stock. It's got the Archer Swiss rail on it, and should be pretty damn awesome. Did you find a scope for your new rifle? I already have the scope, Larry, for my new rifle. I'm going to be taking the one off the Ruger RPR, which is that other Vortex Razor HD 4.5 to 27. But I really am looking for a different reticle. Same scope, different reticle. I talked to Sergio, and we'll see if I can get one. If I can get one, I'm going to sell that one just because they're so expensive. So it is what it is. So, yeah, I plan on putting the same scope on there, but a different reticle if I can. So we'll see what happens. It's basically the Trimmer 3. Yeah, Kenny does have some great skills for sure. You're on top chat. You need to switch over to live chat, Rick. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on a live chat. What does Shaggy mean here? Hold on a second. Let's see. Switch over to the live chat. Yeah, I'm behind on the comments, so if that's what you're talking about. The one about playing darts, Jackson says. Oh, you're not caught up, Rick. You missed my comment. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Let me find Jackson. Rick, did you ever play the dart game baseball? I might have years back. I kind of remember hearing about it at least, and I think that dartboard actually has it. I don't know how it works, but that'd be pretty cool. All right, let me catch back up again. Thanks, Levi. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm super excited to get that. And is it the video on Patreon? Yes, Jackson, it is the video on Patreon. Most of you guys probably don't know this because most of you guys aren't on Patreon, but I try to release the videos early so that they get a chance to see them first and comment and be first and all that kind of stuff. And then I release them. I haven't been doing as much as I should be, which is I did a live chat forum just for them yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. But there's some stuff on there that I do that I don't share with everybody. And it is something you guys can go over, but I'm not saying you need to go over, but there is content over there as well that that you guys wouldn't see unless you're part of that Patreon. And my internet's going haywire. But it's cool. I appreciate all their support, and it's fun. It helps pay for stuff like video, parts, cameras like this one, and stuff like that, ammo or whatever is needed at the time. Abigail says 12.5 ounce vodka, 12 ounce rum, 12 ounce whiskey, 6 ounce Everclear, pour in a gallon jug, Top off with tea, shake well, and serve over ice. Huh. Vodka, rum, whiskey, and Everclear. That's a lot of madness. Sweet tea, right, Abigail? Sweet tea. I was actually trying to figure out how to do this video. The stupid shit I do when I'm in the car by myself. Let me give you a little hint of what I'm trying to do. I can't remember the song's name, so I need the words and how it works. And I don't know why I'm going to show you this because I don't sing, but I was trying to make a tea song, a sweet tea song, and you're going, what the hell are you talking about? Have you been drinking? And the answer is, well, I had one beer like an hour ago. What the hell's this video at? If I'm gonna drink something like tea, it's definitely for me. All right, so what song is that? Did you guys get a chance to hear it? I don't know who sings it. It's just I was trying to make a sweet tea song. Sweet tea is the best, Abigail says. It's I don't know who the I think it's like If I'm Gonna Lose Somebody or something like that. But I was trying to make a version with sweet tea. I know it's cheesy, but when you're driving and you got like 40-minute drive, you know, weird shit pops in your head. Gonna need somebody. Oh, Ronald Wilson. So who sings that song? Ronald Wilson, since I'm glad somebody knows. I didn't even know if you guys could hear it, but I'm trying to make a version. I want to make a version where it's a sweet tea, about sweet tea, and instead of whatever it normally is about. It's Everclear. Isn't Everclear illegal in some states? That stuff is crazy. See, now is Everclear moonshine? Like, is there a difference? Maybe you should start drinking. Yeah. So it's gonna need somebody. But who is the Barry man alone? Pistol Pete. What's up, Pistol Pete? Yeah, let's answer Texas Bullet. Is Everclear illegal? And then I'm gonna add on there, is moonshine Everclear? I think moonshine's Everclear, right? Pistol Pete, I'm pretty damn sure it's not Barry Manilow. Just gonna guess. Yes, Everclear can't be bought in all states. Do a live chat with C-Ring. I'm getting ready for my first 2-day PRS. That is AG qualifier, LOL. I shot a few local one-day match. Yeah, Brian Marks is going to be shooting a match in actually California. Was it San Luis Obispo, Brian? I can't wait to hear about this, actually. It's going to be his first 2-day match, which is going to be tough. But what's going to be tougher is, yeah, that was going to be part of it, 45. Diabetes was going to be in there somewhere. I have kind of an idea of what I want. So Everclear is a grain alcohol. Jameson only here. Richard, what's up, Richard Hedges? Thomas Rowland. I like pure leaf raspberry or lemon. Those are good. I prefer the regular. Not regular meaning just the sweet tea. The raspberry one's okay, but I can't drink copious amounts of that shit. It's too raspberry. Play the damn song again, Rick. Jerry Parker. San Luis Obispo. Did you not hear it? I don't think anybody wants to hear me play that song. One Republic, Lose Somebody. Okay, hold on. I got to take a picture of this shit. Thanks, Val. Val, you want a link? I can't even email you. I could text you a link. For some reason, my email is not working. Boom, 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 boom. Val. All right. Oh, shit. Damn it. Dag nabbit. All right, so go to here. All right, Val, you can come on. You just can't talk like a trucker the whole time. No. Is your 6 covered? Do you see the bar house hearing? I saw some of it. Ronald says he was wrong. You were close, actually, Ronald. That's worth at least 10 points, buddy. For sure. Yes, I've seen the video of one at Jackson. Jameson is definitely better than Black Velvet. All right, here you go, guys. Here's a question for you. Crown Royal or Jameson? And go. Looks like Tim Davis is in the house somewhere. What's up, Eric? I called Tim Davis, actually, too. He didn't answer, so that was a bummer. Yeah, One Republic. So One Republic, lose somebody. All right. Let's see. I did, Jason. What are your thoughts, Jason? Did you see the one that the Republicans and the Democrats blasted old numbnuts from Facebook? Tea is good for me. It sure does make me pee. I drink it all day, then hit the hay. Now I got to get up and pay. DW. Actually, I have a verse that talks about peeing as well. So well done. Bravo, Mr. DJ DW. All right, DW, what is it going to be? Is it going to be Patriot? Because last week you were Patriot. Before that you were DW. Now you're Patriot. And then now you're DW. So I already got, you're the only hat, including, no, I have no hats that have your name on it. Patriot. I put Patriot on it because you are the one that got me to bug the shit out of me enough to go get hats made in multicam like this. So you know what? I figured I'm going to do it for the DW Patriot. So as long as you figure out what name you're going to be by, oh, it's already made. I think it's on its way here. So you're going to be the Patriot from now on, which is a good name. Do I think the Starline Brass is better than the Hornady? I actually do believe that the Starline Brass is better than the Hornady because I've reloaded the Hornady and I've reloaded the Starline Brass. And the Starline Brass, now the Lapua Brass seems way thicker than the Starline Brass. And then the Starline Brass felt a little bit thicker than the Hornady Brass. So as far as like split case necks kind of stuff and that junk, I would say that the Starline Brass, if you're going to buy either or, now it's not bad if you bought the boxes, you shot it and you want to reload it. That's not what I'm saying. But if you were to buy either one, I would buy the Starline Brass. I'm actually looking, I looked yesterday online at Starline Brass for some 6 Creedmoor 6mm Creedmoor brass because I don't have any. I got a rifle coming in. I don't have one damn bullet for it, so I got to figure that out. Finnegan. That's right. I see you on Facebook. Or is it Instagram? Can't remember. That's true, Abigail, but there's more than just Abigail from out here. Oh, I got a crown. Oh, Red Beast 45. I've never had that. Crown SBR says. And 45 Auto says Jameson. Joaquin says Crown. 1911 USA says Crown. Jackson says Jim Beam. Devil Cuts. Haven't had that. Fresh Fowler says Crown. Water Doug B. And Abigail says Jameson. Other Tim Davis says Crown. Richard says Jameson. Make a song about drinking some sweet tea with Jesus. Acai blueberry or peach mango with my vodka, Abigail says. Oh, man, you guys are out of control. Trucker clock. Okay, so for those of you that enjoy Crown, there is a drink, a whiskey called Pendleton. Now, have you guys had Pendleton whiskey? Pendleton whiskey is comparable to Crown. Some like it more, some like it less, but it's also it's a good whiskey. Now, Jameson, I've actually been to Jameson factory and actually got a custom-made bottle. Hold on a minute. I might be able to show you this. I don't know where it's at. I picked up one for my son. I think I put it on a video a while back. We went there summer before, and it was pretty cool. But we got to see Burks McCoy says tequila. I can't drink tequila. I can't even smell tequila without having flashbacks of being in Tijuana. So you living in California, Tijuana is very close. So when you're 18 years old, you go across the border where you can drink and see lots of horrific things you probably shouldn't have seen at 18. And and now now when I smell tequila, I just have flashbacks. Sorry, local made brew is my choice, Talking Rock says. What's up, Bunny Fart? All right, here we go. 45 Auto says he bought a couple packs of beer this year. A couple bottles were used to cook brats. Hey, Rick, I was in North Carolina last week. Very nice. What part of North Carolina? Were you in the neck of the woods? Your pal Matt's here. Thanks for the ass kicking and darts and table tennis. Called ping pong, buddy. Ping pong. Ping pong. Get your ass whooped in a bit of ping pong. Still a dick. That's right. Hashtag still a dick. I'm hoping Kenny puts hashtag still a dick on my rifle. Really, really hoping he does that. Whether he does or not, not sure. But yeah, your pal Matt. That's Matt P. He got his little hiney whooped in some ping pong and darts today. Donkey show, huh? It was pretty damn close to that. It's I don't even think I can tell you the story on here without making people throw up. Let's see. Coda Boy's still wait. Oh, so I talked to Coda Boy today. So I just happened to call Coda Boy right before he was getting ready to shoot the golf ball. He's probably on here listening because his phone service sucked, he said, so he wasn't sure he was going to be able to jump on. But I'm like, okay, good. I'll be your witness. So he recorded the whole thing, and I was on the phone. I was on his phone, basically speakerphone, and he didn't get it on the first shot, and he didn't get it on the second shot. But then he goes, I'm going to shoot one more. And so he shoots one more. All of a sudden, my phone's just like he's screaming and yelling and all this stuff and hooting and hollering and saying bad words and all super excited about this deal, right? And so he hit the golf ball supposedly at 600 yards, which is an amazing shot. And I think he went through the video to replay it, and look and watch the whole thing. And he thinks he might have hit right under it and not really got it. So I don't know if he did officially or didn't officially get it, but that's pretty damn close. 600-yard shot. So LW Rhodes in the house. My drink of choice is Jocko White Tea. Jocko White Tea. Never heard of that. Is that like green tea? LW Road. Tell me more. I'd like to know about that. Is it any good? Since I'm a tea connoisseur, I need to make some tea. This stuff's been sitting, and it's all just ice water now. Because what happens in TJ stays in TJ. Let's just say there was a bunch of young military men from Camp Pendleton, because Camp Pendleton's just basically 40 minutes down the street. And let's just say the beer bottles are small. They're not normal size beer bottles. And let's just say there's people of a certain, what would you call it? Basically females dancing on the bar. And then for some reason, like they squat down to pick up dollar bills. But when they do that, the bottle disappears for a second, and then it doesn't. And then these guys were drinking these bottles, and that's enough to make you vomit. But then there was one Marine, God bless his soul, that brought a banana. And I'm having a flashback right now. So all of a sudden the banana was there, and then the banana wasn't there, and then this was with the peel off, and then he proceeded to eat banana afterwards, and yeah, it was bad. I can still see it. It's nasty. Help me, Lord, baby Jesus, help me. Take it out of my mind. Let's see. Bald and curious. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah. Let's see. But can he hit it with the golf club? I don't know if he plays golf or not. Now I know X-Ring can play some serious golf, and his dad can play some serious golf, and Sam can play golf as crappy as me, but we have a good time. Let's see here. If you're not going to have something etched onto your rifle, use the correct grammar. If you're going to have something, you're going. See, 45 auto, I always screw up yours, and any of the other ones you can screw up. The theirs always kick my ass. The your, you are, and the other one, that always kicks my ass. Yeah, I went to a bad school. I should have done better. Almond milk for me, if not water. Man, Doug B, that's pretty awesome. I got to admit, you are on the right track to living to 190. Living to 190. Looks like Florida Bill likes to play golf, though. And he's in the right state. A lot of golf in Florida. Let's see. Do you have to hit it harder now because as it goes through the waves, it hits the coronavirus? Does it make the drag? Like, does the ball fall faster now because of all the coronavirus? Like in the air, is it thicker? Where kind of like, on a wet day, humid day, like it kind of slows that ball down? I would like to know. Pistol Pete profession. Most people don't remember their trips to TJ. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I got another story too, but I definitely can't tell that one. Let's see. Absolute as an adult. Thomas. Yeah, I know there's a lot of drinks with Absolute in it. Vodka. If you're talking about vodka. I got 3 dogs. No. I got 2. I got 2 dogs just doing this right here. Where's the other one? Hello. So, oh yeah, I got any bald spots? I want to know. Nope. Got a little circle right there, though. I had to check. Matt might be watching a different Matt. There's a Matt that cut my hair today, and he might have said, hashtag still a dick etched in the scope glass. Oh, that would suck. I got enough problems with the reticle lines and all that crap in there, let alone more shit. Ponte Verda. Let's see. I saw a 666 on your head. That's not good. That's not good, Doug B. Let's see. Rick, you ever had Coda tea? I don't think so. How did you end up in Hendersonville from California, Stin? So good question, 501. So my kids at the time, let's see, they're 18 now, so he was 13, and then my daughter's 16, so she was 11. I was sick and tired of trying to fight Second Amendment, trying to get basically so we could still shoot in California. And at some point, you got to just say, we are not going to win. And how it worked out was there was basically signatures. We needed 100, I think it was 125,000 signatures in the state of, what's up, Eagle Eye? In the state of California, which is nothing with all the, I don't know how many millions of people there's in California, but we could not raise 125,000 signatures to get something on the ballot or taken off or whatever the case was now. It was so long ago. And I knew then, after we could not do that, that we were destined to lose forever. And yeah, Rick paid someone to, yeah. Shut up, Matt. Let's see. You know what, Matt? Get your ass on here. So with that said, let me finish the story because I'll get all sidetracked. What up, Mr. X-Ring? I couldn't take it anymore, so I got tired of it. I wanted my kids to grow up in the outdoors, having fun, breathing fresh air, playing out in the woods, and just being a kid, not running around and not being able to do anything. Go to the movie theater and go to the mall and just a bunch of stupid crap. When I was a kid, I was building dirt bikes and digging holes and making race tracks and riding motorcycles and shooting rifles and pistols and having fun. And that all that was gone. So I said, we got to get the hell out of here. So I sent my wife out here first. She had typed in best places to raise your kids outdoors. And this little town came up not far from us. And she went and looked at it. I watched the kids. And then she said it was awesome. So obviously if she likes it, then, whoa. Then so I went and checked it out, fell in love with it. And that's been what it has ever since. So I didn't want my kids to go to high school, and then I would have had to wait for 6 years because I have 2 kids, and I did not want to wait that long. So it was either now or never. So we did it, and I'm glad we did. And there we go. Hola, Mr. X-Ring.
I had to go get me a Diet Coke.
Shocking. That's good, buddy.
Yeah. So. Oh, and what's up, Joaquin and the Shaggy Rifleman? I was going to let you finish up before I said anything.
Oh, no, that was it. That's how I ended up here. And then I ended up meeting this guy at a gun shop. And unfortunately, it's been hashtag still a dick ever since.
Your life's never been
the same. Look at that one.
Still a dick.
Here, you tell us about this while I make a tea so I can actually think of what the hell I'm trying to say. Don't touch it.
All right. This is a CZ457. I'm not touching it. Not touching. Okay. CZ457 Varmint Precision Trainer. And, I've got the CZ455 that I had bought for Mini X years ago for a birthday. And they had a trainer model on the 455. But, guys, let me tell you, this is legit. This is a really, really good setup. What they do is they use a Manners composite stock. You can see the outer carbon fiber here. They use a recolor, and it is the 457 action. So the 457 changed from the 455 with a couple different things. So I'll bring it in close so you guys can see this a little bit. Hopefully. Give me a moment. All right, so whatever reason, it will not register now. Hold on, give me just a moment.
It's working.
All right, so you guys can kind of see that carbon fiber in there. I'm not going to be able to read comments while I'm showing you all this. You have a textured palm swell, and you also have, check it out, a forward safety like the Remington 700s and all those actions that you're used to. Now, Rick, I don't know if you can hear this, but they changed it to a 60-degree throw. 60 degrees. You heard it. One of the other things you'll notice is that the action actually stops right there. They were able to shorten the action up by 1 inch. This does not come with a Area 419 rail like this. It actually comes with an 11-degree or 11 millimeter dovetail, which I hate the dovetails. So Area 419 makes this that slides over and clamps on with 4 screws. They offer it in 15 minutes of angle and 30 minutes of angle. CZ also, I don't know if you guys know this, but they have interchangeable barrels where you can order threaded barrels or bull barrels or whatever. This is actually a 16-inch configuration. They make it in everything from 16, 18, 24, a couple different options there, but I wanted to keep this kind of short. So I'm going to go to this other side because I want you guys to see something else that they did. And right here, you see how it's kind of a slab side? What they did is shave some weight there. This is nowhere near like the old 455. This is a really, really nice setup. Let me switch this camera back around. Give me just a moment. So that's what I'm actually doing right now is I had mounted a scope on here. I actually did a video of this today. I'm hoping to get that thing edited within a day or so. But there's something else that's going to go on this. That is an Area 419 Arca Swiss rail. So that's going to mount up to the bottom. And I was messing around with that. It is through.
Did you get the barricade stop? Oh,
Half
no.
28. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Does the
He runs around 1100. You can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I have you.
Okay. So does the it looks like it's flat enough where the Arca Swiss rail can have the barricade stop go all the way to the mag?
Yes, it will go right just forwards of the mag. These use the polymer mags. Now the 457 still uses the 455 mag as well. You're going to be right there at it. Like I said, I'm not going to touch the rifle, but you're maybe 1/8 of an inch away from the mag well.
Nice. That's going to be cool. So you got a video coming out. You got a video.
I'm not sure, but I have to download a lot of the Tacticam footage that I shot today. I tried 3 different types of ammunition. I started off with the CCI, did groups with the CCI, then I burned 10 rounds before I shot another group with the Federal, like the Ultra Match, and then I burned 10 and then did 5-shot groups with the 10X, and holy crap, that 10X was unbelievable.
Nice.
I was shooting at 1/2-inch pasties, and with the 10X, you can completely blow that 1/2-inch pasty out.
Yeah, RTT Guns and Gear, there just isn't better internet. If there was better internet, he'd have it. I mean, you got, what is it, 2 squirrels and 1 rat, or is it 2 rats and a squirrel that make internet in your town? Can't remember.
Yeah, so I know you guys don't like the internet. I've tried everything. The last quote I got on getting internet run to my house was $18,000, and that is not $1,800, but $18,000. And I was able to talk them into meeting me about halfway, so I'm still having to come up with $9,000 to do that. I'm not going to waste $9,000 on internet. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Oh, look.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is, unfortunately. Let's see, dedicated satellite. I don't think satellite even works well out here because of the trees.
I did have satellite. I tried HughesNet as well as there was another one, and it's worse than what you guys have right now. If you think this is bad, you should have seen it with satellite.
Man, that sucks. That's
yeah,
cool.
and there's no cell service out here, so you can't just. And everybody tells me about boosters and all this other stuff. Guys, it doesn't work here. Okay. It's just, it is what it is. Maybe if SpaceX gets their thing going, maybe I'll have internet out here, but we tried everything.
Yeah. We need a big spool of wire, just shoot it on an arrow and send it about a mile down to the neighbor's house and then send it another mile. I'm in Charlotte and go to Hendersonville for Apple Festival. Yep, been to the Apple Festival. Few times actually. Who's your closest neighbor that has access? I don't even think on that anywhere in that whole area has any good internet, do they? It's all phone line, right?
Yeah, this is phone line.
Let's see. So how many rounds did you shoot through that thing?
Hold on, I'm trying to get caught up on some of these comments. I shot about 50 rounds of CCI, about 40 of the Federal Ultra Match, and then about 40 of the 10X.
Got it. Yeah, eagle eye shooting, even if someone was close enough to a mile away, there's so many trees. I mean, like nothing but trees. It wouldn't matter because you wouldn't be able to point and aim at them.
Yeah, I live in dense forest, guys. I mean, that's what it is.
Everywhere around here is dense forest. Hell, I'm dense as well.
Clouds and rain.
Let's see. Tim Davis says satellite adds 3 seconds of delay. That ain't bad. Borg. Never heard of Borg. Resistance to feudal. Dissemination is inevitable. Those are some big ass words, Abigail. Don't make me say shit like that anymore. You know, mess up my brain. 10x, about 80 cents around. Yeah, pretty expensive stuff.
Yeah, it is. For 22, it is.
What's left over is for the third. Yeah, trees won't matter. The railroad has special equipment. I never thought of that. Eagle Eye would know about railroad stuff. He's waiting on the spray. You haven't seen the video yet, Mr. X-Ring. Mr. X-Ring.
I was reading Brian Marks's comment about doing a live stream about getting ready for his first 2-day PRS match.
I know. Does he want to get on here? Brian Marks, you want a link? We'll send you a link and we'll talk all about it right now. Maybe, unless Ray's got shit to do. Next PRS match. Oh, that would have been this weekend, but we couldn't pull it off. And that was a freaking qualifier too, Ray. Like you said, we almost should have tried really hard on that.
Soon enough. Soon enough.
It's the same as it ever was.
Same
as
as
it ever was. Next golf ball match. Did he ever figure out if he hit it or hit right below it?
He didn't say. He said he was going to have to look and check it out.
Check it out.
Give me a second. I got to turn something off.
You guys ever checked out Mark and Sam after work? Checked out Mark and Sam after work. Ronald Wilson. I'm not sure what the hell that is. Mark and Sam. I know a Sam. I don't know a Mark.
Oh, you know what? I do have something I can get. Give me just a moment, and I can touch it too.
What are you talking about? I thought he was going to help me out with this Mark and Sam question. Ronald Wilson, is that code for something around here? I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a YouTube channel? I'm so confused. Help me out, Ronald. You've been giving me bad information all night, Ronald. You told me the wrong name of the song, and now I'm just kidding. Let's see, Abigail. Is it bad that I didn't like Riker that much? I'll be home in about 25 minutes. Oh, all right. All right. When is the next video in the Mini X series? Jackson will hold off on that till he gets back. But I will remember that because I'm going to click it right here, Jackson, because you're special to me, my friend. Let's see. I know LOL, but you said you didn't remember a few things. So, what up, Armament and Axes, Mr. Chris? How the heck are you? Long range shooters in Australia. Oh, is that the guy and the wife deal? What was the names again? Mark and Sam. There's one group Australians that Australia that shoot long range. It's a husband and wife, I believe. She spots for them most of the time. I have seen some of those videos. If I'm on the right, if I'm going in the right direction with what you're talking about. Click or not. Kurt was my favorite. Ronald, yes. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rick. Just don't ask my kids what kind of special I am. We're all special in our own little way, Jackson. You're special, buddy. Sam is the wife. All right. Sam is short for Samantha, I bet. Of course, they're in Australia. Maybe it's just Sam. Need more gun chicks. DW. Look at DW. You never gave me an answer, I don't think, DW. Or I missed it. I could have went and made my tea when you did. Are you staying with DW? Or are you staying with Patriot? Mark and Andy. Doug B says, Mark and Andy, question mark. Mork and Ork. Mork and Mindy. Let's see.
Nanu.
Nanu. Saw 2 of our lime cars in that mess. LOL. So, all right. So the question is, when is the next video in the Mini X series?
I thought it was going to be today. However, Mini X just got braces.
She did?
Yes,
Oh,
she did. So, as you can imagine, when you first get braces,
yeah.
you know what
Today's
happens.
suck.
Your gums are raw, and you're not going to want to talk or anything else. So, yeah, that's where that's at right now.
You want to know about my first day of braces story?
Sure, why not? You're going to tell us anyway.
No, not now, Dick. So Bob's Big Boy, right? You've heard of Bob's Big Boy, I'm assuming.
No, I don't know what that is.
For real? Okay, it's a restaurant, and they got good burgers supposedly.
I know what the Shoney's Big Boy was way back in the day. It was the guy with the slicked over hair that had the checkerboard pattern jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's Bob's Big Boy.
That's called Shoney's Big Boy over here on the East Coast, Big Boy.
Oh, it is?
That's what it was, yes.
That's like Carl's Jr. and whatever the other one is. Hardee's, yeah.
Which
I wish
over
these
here,
guys would get their shit figured out. So, anyways, I was all excited. I got braces, and they're like, "Where do you want to eat? You can pick wherever you want." And I'm like, "Bob's Big Boy." What's up, Silver Fox? So I'm all excited. I finally get to have a Bob's Big Boy. Order my burger. Finally get it. I bite into that son of a bitch, and it was like my teeth were just like this. It hurt so much, I just sat there while everybody else ate and looked at my hamburger. I was so pissed. So there you go. That was my first day of braces. There went $9,000, 45 auto says. Yeah. Speaking of deer, good evening, Silver Fox. Shoney's in the South. Yeah, Lynn Holt says the same thing. I figured you're full of shit, but now I believe it because someone else said. And he's gone dark. Black rooms matter. What are you doing? We had a big boy in Michigan. You got stainless steel safety pins spreading your teeth apart. Yep. HRM Weapons Machinist is in the house. There's a big boy outside the restaurant. Yep. Big boy. Pistol Pete. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. +5 keeps putting little squares because he doesn't. The things aren't popping up. So I don't know what little screen you were trying to show. Okay, you want to show us something, so get your ass showing us. What do you got going on? Go ahead. I can tell you got something. Oh, you suck. Damn.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Oh shit. The 1 to 10 Gen 3 Razor HD by Vortex. Dun dun dun.
All right, so here is the opening, the unveiling. All right, so we put this up. Now let's talk about this first.
Let's talk about this right now.
Let's talk about Vortex for just a moment, because I hear positives and I hear negatives. I like their optics, to tell you the truth about it. As a matter of fact, I'm one of the ones that recommended that Rick get the 4.5 to 27 because anything in their Razor HD line is, for lack of a better word, it's up there on par with a lot of other optics, high-end optics. It is not an entry-level optic by any means. But for a company like Vortex to kind of come out of nowhere and then come out with the Razor HD 126, which owned 3-gun, okay? There was nothing with more eye relief that when you threw that rifle up, I mean, it was just, it was solid. I don't care if you're comparing it to, at the time, the Swarovski Z6Is or anything like that. It was just bang for the buck. It was tough to beat. and for a new company to do that, that was unheard of. So anyway, they just talked about at SHOT Show, the HD Gen 3 coming out, and I saw these in the wild last year, and it was about this time last year, and they were being fielded by a bunch of high-speed guys for review and what they can make better. So basically, when you open this thing up, you've got some owner's manual stuff in the top, warranty and all that. You guys know the warranty is second to none. Well, when you open this, and guys, remember, this is brand spanking new. You are going to have, another warranty card, your Vortex, which you don't put on your vehicle. And then you have the actual scope itself. Now, the scope itself, love it or not, just like the old 1:6 Razor HD, in that it's this bronze color. There is no option for black on it, okay? It is going to be this dark bronze color. So what you've got is you've got capped turrets. So you don't have to worry about someone playing with your knobs or them getting hit inadvertently. Another thing is this is mil radian. They also offer an MOA version. Those are 10th mil radian adjustments, not 2/10. They are resettable. The one ding I'm going to give Vortex is they don't give you scope caps. They give you these dinky little plastic covers, and I think it's just like shipping covers because you could never use them for anything else, really. Windage is the exact same. And then over here on this side, you have your illumination. Now, this is a 1:10. This is hard for companies to get right, okay? Everybody was just coming out with their 1:8. It took Night Force forever to do it. And then, boom, here comes Vortex with their 1:10. What's really nice about it, and I didn't even know this until I received this today, is it actually comes with a little sunshade. Check that out. So that would definitely help. Don't be laughing.
Oh, that's cute.
There's actually a gasket, an O-ring on here, so it's not like just screwing on a sunshade that you're going to lose. It doesn't vibrate loose because it has an O-ring. Do something very similar to that with the suppressor. But yeah, there it is. But in the box, you also have quite a few other things. Okay, so you have your battery. Of course, almost all of these things typically use the 2032s. And hold on a minute.
And if you act now,
there's another battery.
Oh my God.
2 batteries.
Does it take 2 batteries or is it an extra battery? Oh, I like that.
You have your adjustment tool. If you run a 4.5 to 27, you've seen that before. But wait, there's more. They give you the machined aluminum throw lever as well. You don't have to buy it, okay? It comes with it.
Jeez.
And then, of course, your cleaning cloth. So the daytime illumination on these things are unbelievable. They're really awesome. You can see them in full sun. It only takes 1 battery. It just goes off to the side. I could barely read that for just a moment, Rick. It said something about something being turned.
Yeah, it's just a funny comment. I like.
Oh, he likes his knobs being turned or something.
Yeah. That make you play for the flip caps.
Yeah, let me get this battery in.
Sean Connery has entered the chat.
Oh my goodness, that does look like Sean Connery.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I am going to have to work on that. One of these days, I'm going to surprise you.
I know. Shit, it's like 4 words. Can you just come up with 4 freaking Sean Connery words for? Oh, that is clear. Holy sweet baby Moses.
Yeah, and I mean that dot is so bright. You're not seeing that in the camera.
Oh shit! Hold on. Go ahead. That is freaking thin and clear. That's why they own.
Where am I?
Go left.
Okay, let me get the relay fry. All right, it is a first focal plane scope. Okay. Let's see if I can get you in on the reticle here. This is probably going to be impossible or next to impossible, but we'll see.
Oh, you can see. Yeah.
Look at the 12 o'clock. At the 12 o'clock, there is a ranging portion for a man-sized target to give you your yardage. It does have
Damn.
wind holds in it, and it is a solid optic. The light, the other thing I want to mention is on the light here, you pull this, you can adjust it and then turn it down, and it locks as well, like the Razor HD does with their turrets.
Is it off every other one? Like mine?
It is. So, yeah, because like if you're shooting in the daytime, 11 might be too bright and 10 might be too little, but when you turn it off when you're done with the stage or using it, you put it in between the two. So now you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 11. You just go 10 or 11, one or the other. So it's really awesome. So yeah, that's new.
That's freaking badass.
Yeah,
Now
I was
I'm,
needing to get something for 3-gun this year.
that's cool. That's the Lamborghini, Tito. What's up, Mr. Matt? RTT Guns and Gear?
How we doing?
Good. I figured I'd saw you
Good.
out there. Like that haircut,
Yeah,
buddy?
yeah. I that is a great haircut. Usually when you lose a bet and have to get a haircut, it's like a screwed up haircut. But this time it was all right.
I actually paid for this.
Yeah, don't tell people that.
I like it.
You lost a bet.
I won the bet.
This is fire service for 31 years. This is all my head's ever really known as short hair, because you can't have long hair because it just gets.
Ray's starting to look like some damn hippie.
He's going for a motorcycle gang like you got that ponytail. You still got that, or did you shave it off? Yeah, right.
No, I should have ponytail.
I knew,
You know how many people like hey +5, how you doing, man? You know how many people I get like a comment on a video because I'll be like facing the camera and then I'll turn to the side or something to shoot, and they'll be like, "Well, I wasn't expecting the ponytail," you know.
Hold on, you got a dead squirrel. Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's on your back.
Is RTT talent size dad? No. If I was, I'd have more subscribers. I don't know where he got his from, but yeah, if I was, I'd have more subs.
Yeah, he's got a grip
Yeah.
on him. That's for sure. Yeah, the Shaggy Robinman's loving the beard. Does got a good beard, I gotta say. I just can't do a beard. I can't pull off a beard, and I'm not even allowed to have a beard. But if I retire, I don't think I'd still have a beard. Huh?
You gotta get the beard, man.
I don't know. I tried a goatee one time on vacation, but it drove me crazy. Unfortunately. Sean was it difficult escaping the rock? How many turns? 1, 2, 3, and then you had to roll across the flames and the whoosh and the.
Yeah, I was counting the flames, counting the things going around, and doing a roll through there. And you know what? After that roll, and I disappeared for a minute, I intentionally took my time getting to the door just to create a little bit of a dramatic effect.
Yes. Is he going to show up or not? Rick, you going to retire? I hear that a lot. Yeah, I'm going to retire. Definitely. I'll either die or I'll retire, or I'll do both at the same time. Who knows? Let's see. Ray looks like an old man that trained Jackie Chan's character on The Drunken Master.
All right, so I just installed the throw lever. Guess what? Directly 180 from 1 power to 10 power. They even thought about that. Look at that. The throw is perfect.
That is perfect. Okay, so what's the price for something like that? For a mortal man?
I don't know. What about? I think they're about MSRP is way up there, but I think the actual price is. I think you can find them for around 2,000 or so, something like that. But the problem was getting one.
Yeah, super hard to get.
I think right now they're just fulfilling all the back orders.
Hey, Matt, I already know Ray's answer, but what's your thoughts on selling guns? I know a lot of people are collectors. I've been one where I've never sold anything for many years. And then, you know what? Right now is the time, if you have a bunch of shit laying around in your gun safe or in your closet that you don't ever shoot and you really want some other magical piece of weaponry of magical death, right? But you don't have the money. Like, do you sell items or are you more of a collector kind of guy? What do you got going? Because I'm all about
If I can't fix it with 80/90, I sell it.
I like it.
But no, I've actually sold more guns than I currently own. I'm not a collector by any stretch of the imagination. I have yet. I currently my inventory of guns is not big enough, in my opinion, to even justify a safe.
Got it.
Like I have 3 rifles, or 3 ARs, 3 AKs, and 3 pistols. I have sold a half dozen revolvers. I've sold at least 2 ARs, 2 SKSs. I have an SKS for sale right now. A couple of AKs, two 1911s that I can remember, and a mishmash of other centerfire caliber semi-automatics in my life.
Okay. Yeah, because
I've sold a lot.
the up until recently, probably a year or so ago, I've always kept everything I've ever owned. Like I was showing Ray my first rifle I ever purchased.
No. This gets good. Let me tell this story. So, me being a connoisseur of fine firearms, right? I'm sitting there and he's like, check this out. And I've been at his house before, but I've never seen this little thing that he pulled out. And he goes, this is the first rifle I ever bought at 18 years old. Let me see that thing. I'm looking at it, and it's an M1 carbine, and my ears start perking up a little bit. I'm looking at it. He's like, "What are you looking for?" I was like, nah, "Just mind your business." And I'm looking. Guess what it is? It's an IBM Corporation M1 carbine. He had no idea what he had, no idea. And he's like, you can see where he's hacked away on the stock and everything. I was like, "Dude, you put a good piece of wood on this thing. This is a nice one to have."
Night, Jackson.
So those that followed, during the war, they didn't have enough gun manufacturers to make all these parts, so they started getting all these different companies. You had Rockola. You guys have probably heard about those. You got Rockola that was making them, Standard Products, IBM Corporation, hardware stores were making them, and they were doing whatever they could do to get these rifles in the hands of soldiers. And he's got a nice example of one. And I was like, Rick, this is a nice one.
So I grew up shooting an M1 carbine.
Yep.
It was the first rifle I ever shot. The first handgun I ever shot was a stub nose 357 Smith. I was 8 years old. Yes, an 8-year-old with a 357 snubby. My family hated me. But
there you go, kid.
It was that M1 carbine was one that my grandpa had brought back from, if I remember correctly, I think he said he brought it back from France when he was in the Army Air Corps. And we had shot a ton of corrosive ammo through it, and the barrel had showed it, and he ended up selling it before I was really old enough to take possession of it. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And someone mentioned Singer sewing machines. Interesting fact. So you guys know I did a lot of stuff for BMW for years, about 13 years. BMW, after the war, started making forks, silverware, laundry, washers, dryers. If you ever find a set of silverware and you're at a yard sale or something and it's marked BMW and it's legit, you better grab it, because that stuff is few and far between, but companies were just doing what they could do to survive. very similar to this C-19 thing, essential businesses. You could be making masks but still stay in business. It's very similar to that. What were you doing to help your country out? And so even BMW on the opposite side of the spectrum there, they were doing what they could do to stay alive.
Yeah, my grandma during the war, she worked at Cooper Tire making rafts for the military. So they stopped making civilian tires and they started making rubber rafts for the military.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's right. Everybody doing whatever they could to make things happen.
That's right.
It was a big war effort. You know, it was you have a skill, apply that skill to the military.
Yeah. What can your machines do that can make stuff for us? For sure. No, that's pretty cool. Well, just like the old pictures of the girls that did all the riveting of airplanes and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
What was it? Susie something. It was what was her name? Something the Riveter or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, that isn't that the chick from the pictures, the yeah.
Rosie the Riveter, I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like
that. You see them on the airplanes, you know, her on the airplane. Rosie,
she'd be
had like a blue bandana.
Yeah. Just badass.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what really irritates me about the comparison between back then and now is that when we had big groups of soldiers come home from that war, it was a celebration. And, you know, the entire cities and towns, you know, that they came from would hold these events for these guys. And now you can't even get anybody to recognize that there's entire cargo planes full of coffins coming home, much less entire groups of soldiers that are still alive. You know, that's really irritating.
And it seems to be getting worse and worse. You never hear people say, "Thank you for your service." Like, I go to the airport. Well, you guys know I'm at the airport a lot, right? And if I see someone, even if they're, you know, they're retired, or you'll see like the really old guy that was in, like, you know, wherever, and he has his hat on, I try to make it a point to go over to him and say, "Thank you for your service," you know, and they're usually really cool about it. Like, "Oh, thank you," or whatever. And, but it's like you never see that, especially with the uniform soldiers sitting in the airport. Everybody just is, you know, they never say anything. It doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. She made propellers for torpedoes. Ah, John says. We still have the draft, don't we? I thought the draft got taken away, didn't it? Or did it come back? Or I thought the draft, there was no draft anymore.
I don't know.
Me either. So back to the story of, it was not about guns. Oh, about selling stuff. So I was making this video today on. I was getting rid of that AK-47, and then I was getting rid of a Mossberg 930 SPX. So I had these two rifles. Well, one's a shotgun, and one rifle, and I threw them in the car, and I was taking them off to the gun on a consignment deal, and stopped by, had lunch with Ray, and he's like, "They're not open today." I'm like, "Oh shit." So I didn't get to finish my video. So that happened.
So one of the first experiences I had with selling guns privately, right, was probably not the smartest thing I ever did, but it was, well, first of all, I sold an AK and an SKS for $250 total. If that tells you how long ago, it was.
Yeah.
So $250 for an AK and an SKS. That's first and foremost. It was also in an alley behind a tattoo parlor in Columbus, Ohio, out of the trunk of a Lincoln.
Wow, you just hit every old movie available.
Right? Right. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at High Street, which is like a really, really busy. If anybody out there is from Ohio, they know how busy High Street is downtown Columbus. I am looking at High Street, half a block down the alley, going, man, some cop is going to pull in here like any second.
Yeah.
There's no way to explain this.
Here's a question.
I want a question by Brian, and it's a good question. It's ironic you should ask this, Brian, because the last build that was done for me by Eagle Eye Precision, it is actually a rimage setup. And the reason is the plan for it was to have something that Ella could shoot and enjoy, which is that 223 AI. And then I could just take the barrel nut off and throw on a 6 arc, change the bolt out, and I'm good to go because we already blueprinted it. We already know the headspace. I have a lot of friends that shoot rimage conversions, and they are extremely satisfied with them. No issues whatsoever. But I wanted to touch on something else too. So, you said just a handful of threads kind of holding it in. It's a little bit more with the tenon on an AI, but I still cannot get over the fact of how repeatable that Accuracy International is once you take the barrel off and put it back on. Before we flew out to Utah, I took it off, put it in the Pelican. When I got there, I put it back on. It was zeroed. I didn't have to change a thing. I'm not saying the rimage is going to do that. I won't know, but I do have all the action wrenches, and they have the Powa conversion. They have all these different conversions now, not just the rimage, but I think it works. I think a lot of people really like it.
Yeah, if you're going to change barrels and make it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Whoa, almost got rid of that thing. All right, let's give.
Especially if you get something that's somewhat of a barrel burner. It is nice because you're using the same gunsmith. He'll have the blueprinted action. All I have to do is call him up and say, hey, order me this barrel, spin it up for this rifle. And all he's got to do is cut it, headspace it. He doesn't even have to have the rifle with him. Send me the barrel. I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Easy. You don't have to have it.
Hey, SoCal, look, I'm going to agree with you 100%. How you doing anyway, John?
What's up, SoCal?
I love the AI, but for most people, that is, you have to really be into it to be able to spend or drop that kind of money on a rifle. The advantage is what you can do with it as far as the barrel configurations and all that. That's a big chunk of coin. That's dedication. You're giving up a lot of other hobbies and sports and everything else to be able to get one, much less two. But anyway.
Night, Joaquin. Have a good one. Shibalsaki's in the house. Seki. Shibalseki. Yeah,
so John Simonelli, he always comes with questions as well. I know he's got the long range, but he has the Terminus Zeus, has a straight jacket, refit barrel, and it shoots. And I think you had commented on that when I did the little review of the straight jacket armory and those guys. We'll see you, Joaquin. Thank you.
That's a nice rifle. Oh, here we go. We got Tim Davis with a funny story about the draft. I never signed up for the draft at 18 because I had enlisted in interactive duty at 17, so I never signed up. It came up on my BG check a few years back. Uh-oh. Your background check? You're in trouble. Yeah, and what's weird is I'm not officially sure you have to do that thing anymore when you turn 18, because my son just turned 18 in June, and I had told my wife, I said, hey, make sure he fills out that paperwork. He needs to sign that stuff. And she said that the school had told her that they don't do that anymore, but I don't know. Maybe they're wrong, and my son needs to do it before he ends up in the slammer. So let me know. No, I never registered.
I just pulled it up. Selective service. Almost all men age 18 to 25 who are U.S. citizens or are immigrants living in the U.S. are required to be registered with the Selective Service. U.S. law calls for citizens to register within 30 days of turning 18 and immigrants who register within 30 days of arriving in the U.S. And that is posted USA.gov, April 13th, 2020.
Uh-oh. All right. I know what my son needs to do quickly. I thought they did that at the post office, Rick. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to find out. Shit, I had to sign up, but that was back in the 80s. Yeah, I remember having to
I
sign up.
enlisted. I mean, I was in depth at 17, and I went in the Navy when I was 18, so it wasn't an issue for me.
Yeah, see, Willie, he got drafted at 66. In 66. Thank you for your service, Willie. Appreciate it, my friend. Actually, that's a cool picture you got, too. Back in the day, that would be Vietnam. Vietnam. Or during that time. Let's see. You better do it. Yeah, you better get his stuff together. My kid's got a letter that he didn't. Oh, okay. SPR says, yes, my kid got a letter that he hadn't done it yet. Yeah, I'll probably be getting one of those pretty soon. Yeah, I need to get that done then. Or I don't need to get it done. He needs to get it done. So I will remind him for sure. Yeah, I remember because if you didn't sign it, right, you would basically you could go to jail or something. There was something you had to sign it for some reason. Besides, you should.
Okay.
But,
I'm gonna go look it up again.
thanks, Matt. It's like if you didn't, they could basically throw your ass in jail or something like that. Eric enlisted at 17. Thank you for your service. Rock, better known as Eric. Oh well, still shit out there when it comes time.
All right, here we go. What happens if you do not register for the Selective Service? If you are required to register and you don't, you will not be eligible for federal student aid, federal job training, or federal job. You may be prosecuted and face fine up to $250,000 and or jail time of up to 5 years.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember listening to that, going, "Holy crap!" Okay, yep. My kid needs to get on that right away because I'm not bailing his ass out.
He just needs to head down to the recruiter's office.
No, actually, at one point in time, he's actually supposedly. Well, right now they're all gone because he's looking at going to college in Idaho and Colorado. So they're over there checking out some colleges and doing some other stuff for fun. But yeah, that was an option. He talked about that for a half a second, but who knows?
And
Silver Fox. I got to wear Silver Fox's helmet one time.
I fully support people going in the military, right? Don't get my next words twisted. But you would think the land of the free would not require you, under penalty of jail and a $250,000 fine, to work for them. That's basically what it is. You're signing up to work for them whenever they fucking damn well please you do it.
Yeah. Oops.
That's not really my definition of freedom.
Yeah. Well, ever since if the draft's no longer, someone had put 73 and somebody had put 71. If they don't do the draft since 71, I'm not officially sure the other reasons for even signing that thing. I mean, I'm sure there is, and I just don't know because I'm uneducated of all that does. But yeah, even SBR put it's for draft purposes. But if they don't draft anymore, unless it came back.
It's for draft purposes if we ever did a draft again. But again, they can't do that for anything else. Like they can't make you work for them.
Yeah.
The government can't come to your door and say, you have to come clean the roads with us, or whatever. You have to come mow the lawn at the White House. The federal government can't do that. except for in this one situation. Again, I fully support. I enlisted myself, and other people out there have as well. And so don't get me wrong, but it's goes to the questions. It goes to the same thing that should you require training to own a handgun? No, because it's a fucking right. Should the government require you to join the military? No. And signing up for the draft basically does that.
Yeah, some good valid points. But they can make you wear a mask, Matt. All right, they
I
can't
haven't
make
worn
you
one yet.
They can't make you mow the lawn, but they'll make you marijuana.
I haven't worn one yet.
Hey, but they don't say how you have to wear the mask. Like I had a mask in my hat like this the other day, so it was just sitting there and my ball cap was holding on. Like I'm doing what they said. I'm wearing a mask, right? Right? I'm wearing it.
Wear it on your head.
I hear for jury duty. That could be the reason. Put your ass on the jury duty list. That's
No,
through the
'cause-
DMV though, right? I thought that
Yeah,
was
the
through
jury duty thing comes when you register to vote. If you don't register to vote in an area, you'll never get called for jury duty in that area.
Now you tell me.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not. Before people start eating me alive, it's not an anti-military thing, absolutely, and it's not an anti-American thing either. It's a freedom of choice thing, and if I choose that I don't want to join the military, if you choose not to join the military, you shouldn't be forced to sign a piece of paper under penalty of law and imprisonment, right?
Yeah.
To be forced to join the military. It's
It's your patriotic duty as a man. Do women have to sign one?
No, I don't think so.
Racist, sexist, son of a bitches. Let's see. We got so Shibal Saki. What's up with Boise State University? You don't like Boise State University? I have no idea anything about it. So I just said don't send them to Boise State University. Let me know some more in the thing. I think we talked about this once, actually. What do you got going, X-Ring? What are you building right now? How was your build today? He got stuck having
was
to build
good.
an AR. Was it a nice AR? What'd you build? A
Yeah,
pistol?
well, actually, I had a pretty interesting day. So, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV or anything like that. And I had the pleasure of meeting someone that many of you guys might know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know many people like this, but his name is Hans Mollenkamp. Anybody ever heard of him? Well, apparently he's real big with MMA, and you could definitely tell he's been in the ring quite a bit because he had the cauliflowered ears and the flat nose and everything else. A big dude, really big dude. But he's actually from John's neck of the woods. He's out in California. And so he was up visiting, got to hang out with him today, let him shoot some machine guns, put him on a P90 and, like a SCAR and some other stuff. It was really cool hanging out with him. And then I was working on a build. You can touch a lower, right?
I think so.
The lower would be, it's a, well, hold on.
Who gives a shit? Just do it. These always get demonetized anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
So I have never dealt with these guys before. Okay. These guys were fortunate enough to, these are the guys that actually gave us the free entry into the Hornady. And
Hell
it
yeah.
is Santan Tactical, which that's like a horny toad. It's not supposed to be Satan
That was
Tactical.
going to be my
Okay,
question
so
for everybody.
let's make sure no one's reading that as Satan Tactical.
Satan.
But anyway, I worked on a build today, and they make some really, really nice receiver sets. It's also, I think the parent company for Santan is actually CMMG, but here's one of their billet receiver sets. I mean, just It's very well laid out. Oh, let's see. Yeah, you see the little horny toad over there. And on the other side, you guys can see the detail right there. It kind of reminds me, do you guys remember when the AXTS was doing receiver sets before they were doing full rifles? Very similar to that, and it's full ambidextrous. I mean, the controls are really easy to reach for the magazine release, the bolt release. You've got the billet forward assist, and then you actually have an ambi magazine release on the left side as well, and it's extended. You guys see that? So yeah, I did a build on one of these today with Geisley handguard with a Noveski barrel. Just a really, really nice setup. So yeah, I did that today, and I guess I'll work on this one tomorrow.
Oh, you got one more you got to build?
No, I don't have to. It's just I might as well. I got a bunch of parts laying around. I got that barrel back from DLC, so it needs to go into something.
Cool. Here's a question from
But yeah,
Lou.
the fit on this.
Anybody know the answer to
Any
this
guys have a what?
Have a GA.
I can't read it. Any guys have a GA Coast built rifle? I think is he talking about GA Precision? I don't know what GA rifle. The website guarantees GA MA with factory. Oh,
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know what Coast
Sorry, Willie.
rifle.
Thanks, Shabal, for the update.
Yeah, I'll comment. I'll secure about 700 actions into a chat. If I'm mistaken, I believe what the U.S. Marine Corps chose as their rifle. It is a Remington 700 action with a Bartlein barrel, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor on an AI chassis with a Night Force 5. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be the new rifle.
Military rifle.
So I don't think anything. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, that video you did where, man, I think it might have been Instagram. I don't know. Where you guys came in as a team, it was a buddy of yours, and you were live firing in a house.
Yes.
Did the neighbors get mad?
That is an abandoned ranch out in the middle of some BLM land that we actually use for room entry, and it's actually where it's where I actually teach people to do room entry, because there's a couple different hallways, a couple different entry points, and a couple of the rooms have rooms off of those rooms, and then there's a main room. There's 2 entries to the house, one on the back, one on the side. So I mean, everything from approach to entry to the individual room entry, moving down a hallway that has doorways, open doorways, closed doorways, the whole 9 yards. It has everything in it. And so that's actually the place that I use to not just practice but teach people. The guy that was doing that with me in that video I think he had 2 or 3 deployments to Afghanistan, and he was an Army medic. So yeah, it was good. There's other video where there's guys that aren't as experienced doing it, where I didn't let them be the first man. Or I didn't let them be the second man.
Let them get shot first.
They were the first man. That way, those of us that were a little bit more aware of what was happening didn't shoot them in the back of the head when they decided to make it through the doorway and stop.
Got it. Yeah, I saw that. Was that Instagram? What was that?
That was like a 30-second, 10-second video Instagram that I just took the video and slowed it down just for effect.
Okay.
Yeah, and just posted it on there.
You put something about trust your partner, or I would only trust this guy, or something like that.
It was basically lots of hours of practice and experience. lots of experience to be able to, live fire through a doorway like that.
Let's go. Very cool stuff. Don't get too stuck on entry tactics that are known. I have seen and test SWAT training. What's up, Odamus? You Odamus.
Yeah, so they even go so far on this. I was just showing you guys they actually serial number the upper because they're matched billet upper and lower sets. There is no slop in there. I mean, there's no play whatsoever. And it actually has the actual serial number of the lower in the upper. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yep.
They make some nice stuff.
Yeah, they also, and you can achieve a lot of this through billet when you're not doing, forgings or anything like that, is a lot of the normal holes have captive screws for the springs. And I know you guys have seen that before, but they even take it a step further and add some other ones in there. And so what you would do is, like for the rear takedown pin, instead of using the spring that kind of hangs loose and it's in your grip, what you do is you just cut that spring and then take the screw and screw it up into the receiver. So now you don't have a loose spring. It's actually captive. So that's pretty cool. They have the tensioners in there. There was a question I was going to answer. Oh, the guy did respond back. It was GA Precision. And yes, I'm very familiar with them. I believe the owner's name is George Carpenter. And I've owned a GA Precision, and they do the FBI, the HRT sniper rifles. And I actually had one of those rifles that I believe his name was Eric Reed, was the gun builder on it. And they, back in the day, they used to use logos. Like his was a fire hydrant. And so depending on what the builder was, one guy might have an anvil and one might have a fire hydrant or whatever. And I actually used that rifle for work for about a year. And someone contacted me and said, "Hey, do you have one of those GA Precision Eric Reed guns?" And I said, "Yes." It's actually a buyer from California. And he goes, "I want that rifle." And I was like, "Well, I'm not really selling it." And he threw a number out there and I said, "When do you want me to ship it?" And so that's how that one went.
And you're like, okay, it's on its way.
Yeah, it's all yours. Anybody wants to pay that much for a gun, they can have it.
Here's kind of a.
That's only happened like twice in my life. The other one is I used to, when I was
that's
racing motorcycles,
the white set,
I had one
right?
collected. What's that?
That white set. Didn't somebody buy that from you? I want the whole thing.
Yeah, paid stupid money for it, but they wanted my shoe jersey at the time, and I thought that was a little creepy. But no, I had a Ducati 888 SPO. They didn't bring a lot into the country, and it was really more of a collector's piece. And a guy calls me. I don't even know how he got my number, and he offered me insane money for it. Said, "You can have it. It's yours." Everything has a price.
Yeah.
Almost everything has a price.
That's right. Almost everything. Abigail brings up something we can talk about for a minute. She says, "I want too many guns to actually have a dream gun. Like there are a few, but I want any that's reliable." So as we can kind of turn this into a thing, a lot of people will just go out and buy a pistol and a pistol and a pistol, but then I always wish they had like this one pistol, but it costs too much. Like, who are you? What do you guys? And I'm talking to you guys in the comment sections down below more than these guys. Is do you think it's more important to have a lot of something or some really good stuff? Now, remember, you only got a couple fingers, right? And maybe however many people you have in the house. So, like, if you had, say, 300 rifles of some magic sort, is that really what you need if you really want, like, this special one? So, let me know what you think.
I tell you what, I have this very special pair
Penny shear
of medical shears and penny shears, and I don't know if you can make out the detail in these things, but I will take at least 120 for these.
Wow, that's a smoking deal. Those are tactical black ones. I mean, you can't find those everywhere. Most
I mean,
of them
they've been used so much they have battle worn finish.
Yeah, that's at least worth $50.
Yeah, it's a battle worn finish, and so they actually still work. Tactical black.
Yep.
And the bidding starts at 120. I mean, you talk about getting offered insane money for stuff. We'll just start there.
There you go. Who wants to get
Mini X. Oh, I dropped them. Mini X tactical scissors, $120, $20.
120? Starting the bid at 120. Let's see if we can get up to $7.50.
Made in China.
China.
Mine are titanium.
Oh my God.
Look at
See,
that.
that's what-
Unobtainium.
unobtainium. I got nothing. I got a pair of Toyota keys and a thing that doesn't work for shit in the rain. So in case you guys need something that doesn't work in the rain, one of you guys out there, I can't remember who it was, had sent me a link to an actual gun cover that works. So I'm gonna check that out. I don't remember who it was, but it's actually a really freaking nice one. So I might look into getting one of those and try it out. Do another hurricane test. So we'll see. Oh,
So hold on. Here we go. I just saw a comment. Let's see if we can get that to zoom in. I don't know if it will. I won't zoom in. All right, so this is a Wilson Combat, and I kind of want to disagree with that statement. I have probably went through about 6 or 7 of these Wilson Combat barrels. And I have nothing against Wilson Combat. I think it's a great company, but I haven't had a whole lot of luck with these barrels. They shoot okay. I don't know if they actually make their barrels. They might. I can tell you that a good barrel machine is going to run about 2.5 mil, and most of your barrel companies or companies that are selling barrels are just stamped by another barrel company. Okay. So it's not as rampant as, let's say, most of your lowers are actually coming from Cardinal Forge or Cerro Forge or something like that. And then somebody's just, like Aero Precision or LMT is just stamping their roll mark on it. But I don't know who's actually making this barrel. It might be Wilson Combat. I don't know, but you'd be surprised how many companies out there are using like Criterion barrels that are just rebranded, or the Green Mountain, some of the others, some big ones. Just be aware of that. There's a lot of companies that don't actually make their barrels.
My biggest problem is not rebranding when companies rebrand stuff. It's when they rebrand garbage, and because their name is on it, that people think it's better than what it is.
Correct.
That's when I have a problem with it.
It's the Martha Stewart collection at Kmart.
Yeah, right.
It's got to be worth $20 extra.
Yeah.
Is she still in jail, or did she get out? Anybody?
Anyone?
Elster's out there.
Oh, she's out.
She's out.
She's out.
She did her time.
She's been out for a while. Matter of fact, I think her sentence got commuted a little bit to a point, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but
she was in there trying to put drapes and shit in her cell, and like she wanted her bath towels and stuff to be, in her little, she was like hating life.
Oh, and while we were on the topic of this and rebranding, when KB32 did his review of the different bolt carrier groups, a lot of people found out that a lot of bolt carrier groups are from one particular company. They make like a majority of all bolt carrier groups, and then they're just stamped with somebody else's logo or DLC or whatever. It's amazing how much of it's the same stuff.
Coming out of the same damn building.
Yeah.
She's got a new series, the Shaggy Rifleman said. Yay. Now, let's say, though, the barrel comes out. You think that company, after it goes to wherever, does a special, I don't know, DLC coating or something that makes it more better? You know what? Plus Five's been asking this damn question for like 3 times. I forgot to hit the button. What is the best? Matt's going to know the answer to this one for sure. What What is the best? This isn't even what it said originally, but prior to it, what's the best 6mm round for PRS shooting? I don't think we know.
Guys, there's some really good information.
Talk.
Guys, there's some really good information on the PRS blog. And, you know, when PRS was getting started, you know, as early as 2018, you know, the number one cartridge in PRS was 6.5 Creedmoor. But people were starting to learn that it had too much recoil to really follow your shot all the way out to the target. And so they started stepping it down to 6mm Creedmoor. And then 6mm Creedmoor is very popular. And then now it's 6 Dasher. I think 6 Dasher is the number one cartridge in PRS right now at the moment. But I think that's going to change again. And they are barrel burners. There's no doubt about it. They're barrel burners. So whether you're talking about 6XC, which is a bigger of the cartridges that I'm getting ready to talk about, being like the 6 Dasher and whatnots. But the beauty of that stuff is now there's companies that have realized how popularity has gained with that cartridge. And so you don't have to fire for them. You can actually buy the brass for it. But I think you're going to see the tendency going to these 22 caliber, the 22 Creedmoor. That's coming on really, really strong. But you're getting into more and more barrel burning. You're talking about, you know, I've heard numbers. I don't know this for a fact because I don't own a 22 Creedmoor, but you can be looking at replacing your barrel after 800 rounds. Yeah. So what they're doing in that game is basically 28 to 2,900 feet per second, almost zero recoil, shooting a 105 or a 108 bullet, which is about half the size of a 6.5 Creedmoor. It honestly looks like a 6.5 Grendel K. It looks like a 6mm arc is what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to chase this game. I'm just gonna try that 6mm Creed, and if it's good, I'm gonna order another barrel and whatever. Screw it.
Yeah, Todd. Yeah, I definitely know that about PSA, and you know, DC Machine. You know, I mean, PSA, like them or not, man, that talk about a success story. I mean, those guys actually like mortgaged every single thing they had. One of them actually mortgaged his house, and that is a $400 million a year company, or at least it was. But you know, they've just bought out Lead Star. Now they own Lead Star. They own DC Machine. That is unbelievable. They did well. They used to have a lot of facilities in South Carolina. They shut most of those down. They only have a few now.
Yeah, they done well, whether you like them or not. But,
yeah.
Let's see. Shit, we're almost at 2 hours. Let's go 10 more minutes, guys, and get the hell out of here. If you can hang in there.
Brian Marks, it is on the way. So this is a great question. He said, if the arc works out good out of a bolt gun, if you can get 2,800 feet per second with a 105, I'm sold. Get on that, Ray. So I just sent Kenny Manners a really nice stock. It actually looks very similar to the one you saw here on the CZ 457. And we're putting that in a Defiance. I am going to go with a Defiance Deviant action. We're putting that in a Douglas XX barrel, which I had good luck with Douglas in the past. We are initially going to chamber that in 6mm arc. He's already chambered it, but if it doesn't work, we can still rechamber that in 6 Dasher, because I'm thinking about just going straight Dasher. And I'll just go ahead and share this with you guys. You guys follow the channel. You follow what Rick and I do. So this PRS kind of set a fire under my butt. And my goal is to shoot some type of regional match, try to get in the top 10%. And if I get in the top 10%, I'm probably done. I probably won't shoot another one. But that's a goal I've set for myself. So I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get the right equipment, not go out there with something that's, kind of, it'll do the job. I just want to go out there and see and get some experience. It'll make me a better shooter in the end. So that's my goal.
If you go there and your goal is to get top 10, you're
top 10%,
and you're not going to shoot it anymore. Because I just need to know whether I gotta, like screw up your bullets and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you touch my equipment, but No, I don't know if I'm going to see myself getting into it. I'm already doing a lot of 3-gun and a lot of these other style matches, and it'll help in that regard. But I really don't see myself. Okay, this was the thing that was really disappointing, guys. Maybe you guys can back me up. I don't know. So there's an AG Cup qualifier this weekend. I tried to talk Rick into going, told him it was 5 hours away, and I looked at the round count, and you will shoot 65 to 75 rounds. I'm not going to drive my happy little butt 10 hours down and back to shoot 65 to 75 rounds. I'm sorry. I mean, the thing is, you go to a 3-gun match, you're going to shoot hundreds of rounds. People want to get trigger time. And, I mean, it's got to be a little more convenient than a 5-hour trip one way for me to shoot a match. And so there are some other ones coming up that were within 4 hours, and we'll just hold out for that. But that's my goal. I don't know if it's attainable. I'm not getting any younger, but that's what I'm looking to do.
There you go. Has your Matt? Has your what would you call it? Have you seen more people trying to basically enroll in the group, or like just with all the stuff going on? Is it like filling up, ringing off the hook kind of stuff, or no?
Yeah, a bunch of posers and pretenders. So there's a riot, right? For the weekend, there's a riot. So we get like 20 emails, people wanting to join, and then the riots stop, and we stop getting emails, and then riots start up again, and we get 20 or 30 emails.
Are you guys responding to the emails?
Huh?
Are you responding to the emails?
Oh yeah, every one of them. And
I was wondering how that was working out with all that crazy crap going on right now.
yeah, it's a bunch of people that want to make that. Basically, what it amounts to is a bunch of people that want to that have that desire to, I guess, do something, and so they email the local militia to join and to make themselves feel better about it, about doing something. But then when the riots stop, they realize they're actually going to have to put work into it, and so it's like, fuck that. I'd rather go drink with my friends and
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I was wondering how that was with all the stuff going on.
I mean, recruitment cut in like a tenth at least when Donald Trump got elected, as if that was going to be any fucking good. And like I said, the only time you ever hear from a large group of people again is when there's a riot. So there's a riot. There's a whole bunch of people want to join. We got to do something. We got to go downtown and stop them. Oh, really? We're going to go downtown in our body armor and rifles, and we're going to go what? Shoot everybody? What exactly is your plan, Sherlock?
Yeah. And I'm glad you're not in charge.
And by the way, we're still going to have to deal with Tucson Police Department when we do that. It's just, yeah.
I hear you. All right. Well, we are at hour and 53 minutes. So with that said, let's say goodbye to everybody here. Abigail, Elfster, 45 Auto, Levi Cummins, Combat Gaming, Truth Freeze, SBR, Grindle, Idaho Rogers, +5. DW, Truth Freeze, Shaggy Rifleman, and Idaho Rogers said that. Truth Freeze, HRM Weapons Machinist, AR Gun 1776. Trying to scroll through here, blah, blah, blah. DW.
See you, John.
All right, type your name in the bottom of the comment section. I'll read it at the end. Drew Bradley, Brian Marks, Fido1, Combat Gaming, Shaggy. He saws out there, you little ninja. I didn't even see your ass. And WTF SoCal, Mr. John, Ronald Wilson, Levi Cummins, John Townley, Carcane, True Freeze, All right. You guys have a wonderful night. Matt Cross, SBR Grindle, Doug B, and Commando 97, Trees Freezing Hoot. All right. And that's everybody, I think. So you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe. And that's it. Stay safe.